Just as they were about to strike, Song Tian appeared, pretending to be concerned about Wang Sheng's condition. But beneath that false kindness, he was really mocking Wang Sheng for having a weak Yuan spirit. Song Tian didn't stop there. He even told Wang Sheng to work under him, looking after chickens, dogs, and pigs, clearly aiming to humiliate him in front of Song Yan. Despite the insult, Wang Sheng stayed calm and accepted the offer, but deep down, it seems he has his own plan for revenge. Sure enough, later that night, Wang Sheng quietly snuck into Song Tian's residence, just as Song Tian was laughing, still proud of having humiliated him earlier. But that very night, Wang Sheng made his move and began his revenge. Days passed. Wang Sheng had now turned his focus entirely to training in secret, deep within the forest. He also took the cultivation pills given to him by Song Yan, hoping they would aid his progress. To his surprise, the Yuan spirit that everyone had looked down upon wasn't as weak as they thought. In fact, he was able to gradually strengthen it. However, he soon discovered something strange. Time within that space passed differently. A few hours there were equal to 3 full days in the real world. This revelation left Wang Sheng stunned. Meanwhile, word had spread. The assassination of Dai Huan had reached the ears of the clan elders. As a result, both the Dai and Song families declared Wang Sheng a fugitive, and he was now being hunted. Wang Sheng was now being pursued by a group of high-ranking cultivators who were after him. Along the way, they discovered an item belonging to him. Curious about its contents, they investigated, unaware that it was actually a trap. In an instant, the object exploded, catching them off guard. Most of the attackers were defeated on the spot, but one remained, their leader. Even so, Wang Sheng swiftly overpowered him without much effort. Soon after, he encountered a girl named Gao Yao, a poor wanderer struggling to survive on her own. Impressed by Wang Sheng's strength, she quickly grew to admire him and begged to become his disciple. But Wang Sheng coldly rejected her and walked away. That night, as he was preparing his gear, Wang Sheng sensed someone approaching. Alert and ready, he turned, only to find Gao Yao again. Determined, she pleaded once more to be his student. She claimed to be skilled in investigation, something that could be of great help to Wang Sheng, who was still unfamiliar with the world around him. While speaking, Gao Yao caught sight of the ring Wang Sheng wore. She was astonished. It was no ordinary ring. It was a rare and valuable item once gifted to him by a beggar. It had the power to store objects of any size. Seeing her persistence and sincerity, Wang Sheng finally agreed to take her on as his disciple. But just as he did, he sensed something troubling. An ambush. A group of enemies had begun to surround them. And just as expected, it was none other than Song Tian's group, driven by a burning desire to kill Wang Sheng. Enraged by Wang Sheng's earlier actions that had humiliated him, Song Tian had tracked him all the way to his hiding place. But unknown to them, the courtyard of the house had already been rigged with traps. Wang Sheng, now some distance away from the location, was calmly setting up even more traps in anticipation. Still, the group continued following his trail relentlessly. Eventually, they encountered another trap. Realizing it, they began to scoff, mocking Wang Sheng's tactics as too simple and easy to predict. But the moment they let their guard down, one of Song Tian's men triggered a hidden mechanism and was caught in a brutal trap, writhing in pain. Rather than helping him, the others simply abandoned him and kept moving. That simple trap had been deliberate, just a distraction, a diversion perfectly planned by Wang Sheng. They pressed on. Song Tian himself soon spotted a rope on the path, clearly connected to a large sharpened log hanging nearby. Thinking quickly, he diverted to the left to avoid it. But once again, Wang Sheng was one step ahead. Another rope had been buried beneath the soil, and this time, it sent yet another of his pursuers flying through the air. Still determined to hunt Wang Sheng down, Song Tian's group pressed forward until they came across a tree with writing carved into its bark. One of Song Tian's men stepped forward to examine it, but Song Tian, suspicious, held him back. He had a feeling there would be another trap if they got too close. With the area dimly lit, Song Tian made a decision. He ordered the leaves around the tree to be set on fire, confident he wouldn't be fooled again. As the flames rose, the hidden message became clear. Do not burn. It was exactly as Wang Sheng had predicted. The fire triggered a massive explosion hidden within the tree. In a moment of blind rage, Song Tian lashed out and stepped right into yet another trap. But he still refused to give up. Fueled by anger and humiliation, he pushed forward with even more fury, desperate to kill Wang Sheng. But his reckless emotions got the better of him, and he fell for yet another deadly trap. This time one that could have killed him, had he not been pulled to safety at the last second by one of his loyal men. After that close call, the group finally hesitated. Exhausted and overwhelmed by Wang Sheng's unrelenting traps, they no longer dared to continue the chase. Meanwhile, back with Song Yan, she was filled with guilt. She regretted bringing Wang Sheng into the Song family, and even more so for asking him to be her fiancé. But just then, Wang Sheng appeared. To her shock, he revealed how much his Yuan spirit had improved. Song Yan stood speechless. Normally, repairing a damaged Yuan spirit could take 6 months or more. Yet Wang Sheng had already restored his. The impossible had become real. Wang Sheng's reappearance did not go unnoticed. News of his return quickly reached Song Yan's older brother, Song Min, the current patriarch of the Song family. Soon after, the great elder of the Song clan appeared, communicating through a messenger bird. A private discussion was held regarding Wang Sheng. Song Min mentioned that Wang Sheng was no ordinary person. He possessed great potential and remarkable talent. But the great elder showed no interest in any of that. He was focused on one thing only, capturing Wang Sheng, who had killed the young master of the Day family. It was clear that the Song clan was under pressure from the Day family, leaving them with little room to act freely. In the end, despite Wang Sheng's potential, they decided once more. He must be eliminated.